A visualization from the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom, abiding in the Christ consciousness forever. Allow your Holy Christ Self to raise you on the wings of the resurrection flame as we take a very personal journey into the heart of your own threefold flame to unite in consciousness with the presence of the Christ within. Visualize yourself walking upon a path of light. This path has led you over and around many lesser obstacles in the past, which have been placed before you by your lower self, but now you are approaching a great wall built of elemental substance. As you look up, the wall seems to stretch to the sky, and not a toehold can be seen to help you in climbing over it. Looking to the left and to the right, it stretches into infinity in both directions as well. Beginning to feel a sense of hopelessness, you wonder if you will ever be allowed to pass. Finding a seat upon a rock, you begin to sense that you have been here before at some time in the past. Everything looks very familiar. Upon this realization, you hear the still, small voice within, which says, "Yes, indeed, you have been to this point many times." Do you not recognize this wall? You should, for you built it, block by block, from your own fear and disbelief. Every time you felt mistrust or indulged in a condemnation of your fellow traveler, you laid another course upon the top of the wall, until, through your own blindness, you could not see past this obstruction. As your outer self begins to feel a great sense of unworthiness, the voice is heard again, saying, "Fear not, Blessed One, for I am here to open the door, that you may pass safely into the garden of your higher self." Hearing these words, you rise and again turn to face the wall. You notice that there is a massive gate barricaded shut by iron chains. These are the chains of human creation, and instantly you know what it is you must do. Summoning forth the assistance of the angels of the violet fire, you direct mighty lightning bolts of violet flame against that gate. Instantly the chains drop away. The gate opens, and you cross the threshold into the most beautiful garden you have ever seen. The path curves gently past fountains and beds of flowers, which seem to be emanating the colors of all the 7 rays, which blend into the beautiful colors of mother of pearl. You seat yourself on a marble bench and breathe deeply. Instantly, you are saturated and filled with the divine qualities which you especially need to strengthen you during your own journey upon life's path. For a time, you continue to in-breathe and absorb, expand and project these qualities. Then you rise, and feeling totally refreshed, you continue upon the path until you see before you a temple built of pure white marble. Approaching it, you look within. You see an altar upon which burn 3 flames, one of pink, one of gold, and one of blue. These flames are in perfect balance, and in the very center you perceive a golden figure of light. Not surprisingly, the voice that you heard earlier issues forth from the golden figure and says, "Do you not know who I am? Many times have I led you to this place. Many times have I prepared you to enter, and still you wait outside. tied to that which is of the human world. You often hear my voice and then turn away, still seeking guidance from outside of yourself. Yet I am always here when you return, offering that which I have ever held within my flame. For I am the goal which you seek. I am the completion of your journey. Hearing these words, you realize where you stand. But before you enter the temple, you kneel upon the first marble step and repeat the following words. I now consciously enter into and abide within the heart of the sacred fire, which is the true center of my being. Ascending 3 steps, you enter the temple, and walking forward, you step within the flames of love, wisdom, and power into the embrace of your own Holy Christ self. Centered within the sacred fire, you turn to look into the garden, and through the eyes of your Holy Christ self, you see the beloved Lord Maitreya standing before you. His words are spoken directly into your heart. Beloved one, you stand where all humankind will one day abide. For every person must find and become one with his or her own Christ self. They will then experience the kingdom of heaven and realize it already exists within the garden of their own heart. Entrance into the sanctuary is not always easy, but once you have learned the way through the gate of the lower self, you may always return, until the time comes when you are able to remain in this consciousness forever. You have but to awaken and look through the eyes of your own Holy Christ self. Look out toward the wall that your human ego so laboriously constructed around your garden, and you will see that it no longer exists. It was only one of the many illusions that the personality constructed in its rebellion against the higher self. My charge to you is to remain within this garden, for it has no boundary, only that of your courage and perseverance. Filled with the radiation of this great being of light, you find that he has spoken the truth, for as you look toward the perimeter of the garden, you find no end to the beauty and magnificence of the vista that stretches out before you. You slowly begin to return your consciousness to your physical sanctuary, vowing to remain in the garden of Christ's consciousness forever.